Hi friends, welcome back. So this is continuation to the first video that I uploaded on the wealth yogas. Okay, so not wasting much of time, let's start with the video. So friends, as I was discussing, like how the first house, second house and 11th house are related in creating different wealth yogas in any chart or horoscope. So the point was like what is the condition or what is the state of the planets which decides what will be the wealth, how wealthy the person will be. Okay, so friends, we have seen different conditions wherein we can say that few people are wealthy, like they have generations of wealth in which they are born. Okay, and in few conditions we have seen that people coming from a very common conditions also, but they become very rich in their life. They attain a lot of wealth, and they become very wealthy. Okay, but here it depends, like everything is dependent on the particular karma that we have done. Okay, because when we are considering astrology, or we have a deep belief or faith in astrology, then we have to understand one thing, that karma will have a lot of impact on anything that we are getting in this life. Okay, so the common thought always people have, that we haven't done anything wrong in our life, but we are not getting the kind of output that we deserve. Okay, so it's completely the karma cycle which we have, so no one can overcome it. We have to just we have to bear it, or better to face it. Okay, so the best thing is to face your karma, or face our karma, like which we have or which we have gained throughout the lives. Okay, because as our as we have learned from our own like books, and we have, it clearly says that it's not the one life that we have, it's many lives that we have taken so far, and there are karma associated with that. And it's very clear that when we say that a people who is born in a very abundant family or very wealthy family, because they are born in such conditions because they have did something good in their life. Okay, but we are not getting into that right now. Okay, because the topic will get diverted. So here the first thing which as I told, like second lord and 11th lord, when there is an exchange which happens between these two, it creates a very powerful wealth yoga in astrology. Okay, so as I said, like if we have the other combination says that, suppose any two of them are getting conjunct in any of these houses. Okay, the avoiding like one, yeah, I will not avoid anything, I'll tell you that whenever this suppose we have a combination of your second lord and 11th lord. Okay, because as we have 12 signs, so there is a possibility that second lord and 11th lord can be different. Okay, in certain charts, the second lord and the 11th lord is common. As I told, Leo ascendant, only Mercury is the second lord and becomes the 11th lord of that chart. Okay, so in the same way, suppose when we go with let's say or let's say when we are going about discussing about Kalpurush Kundli, wherein Venus becomes the second lord. Okay, and we have Saturn becomes the 11th lord. Okay, so Venus and Saturn, okay, both of them are having the first lord and the 11th lord. Okay, so let's say, for example, Venus being the second lord and Saturn being the 11th lord. Okay, they are getting they are having conjunction in the fifth house. Okay, let's understand. Or suppose, for example, they can get conjunct in the second house itself or in the 11th house itself. Okay, that is one of the most powerful yogas which can actually happen. But as I told you, that there should not be. Okay, there is one more effect which comes when we can say that it's Rahu or Ketu which is associated with them, so that will have a different impact as far as I understand. But Rahu will amplify that one, but as Rahu is quite unpredictable, so we cannot say that what is going to happen, and that to Rahu in the second house or 11th house will have different impact. But as I told you, suppose there is a combination or there is a conjunction which is happening between the second lord and the 11th lord, which will have a very powerful yoga. Okay, in anyone's chart. Alongside how it will work is, I'll tell you, because we have 12 houses, and different planets get exalted or they get debilitated in different houses. Okay, so when we say that, suppose for example, let's say any planet being the second lord, and it is in conjunction with this 11th lord, and it is getting exalted in one of the houses. Okay, it can be any house except I will not use 12th house as an example and 6th house. 8th house aspect I will come to it later on, because I will discuss slowly, because once at a time the video becomes very long and it becomes very boring. Okay, 8th house is a different aspect. I must repeat, I'm saying that 6th house should not be there. 12th house is all together. It's the house of losses, so I'm not going for that. So I'll stick saying that apart from these two houses, any other houses which is happening, these two combinations are happening, then it is definitely going to create a huge wealth yoga. Okay, for example, let's say the both of them are getting conjunct in 4th house or 10th house. Okay, so because one more thing is, these are the first house, second house, sorry, first house, 4th house, 7th house and 10th house. They are very powerful houses in anyone's chart. Okay, so if any these two planets, or if there is, that is one planet only getting exalted also in the exaltation side, or it can be there in the friendly side also, but exaltation will have a huge impact on that. Okay, as we understand, we are studying about the wealth part of it, so that is one more combination, as I told you. Okay, so let's say when we are talking about planets which actually have impact on the wealth also, there is one more combination which there are planetary combinations also which can make huge wealth yogas. Okay, I will tell you, because as I was saying that when we have these signs which are actually working on it, so they will decide that what will be the condition for that person. Okay,